Welcome back after months of a delay to the #1 adult entertainment podcast in the world.
In the world.
Introduce yourselves.
I'm Sage.
I'm Camrynn.
Camrynn, I need you to talk into the mic.
Into the mic.
Yeah.
My name is Camrynn.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right. So let's see what we got on the agenda. Name is good. How long
As
you
if
guys?
they didn't already know our
I know.
names.
You guys are like the Cheetahs star childs. Star tender.
Can we get a trophy?
What's that?
Can we get trophies?
We should do trophies. We should have a
Okay,
whole
wait,
contest.
hold on. Yeah, employee of the month.
Employee of the
What
month.
happened to that? Because it was given to one girl, and it never happened again.
No, it's not.
We had employee of the month before.
No, it's not. I don't need to. No, you didn't. Okay.
Secrets.
How long you guys worked at Cheetahs?
I've been there almost like 2 years now.
I think that I would say the same. I started in June of 2018.
How do you guys like it?
I love it.
It's my life.
Isn't it the best job ever?
I like it because I like the people that I work with. I feel really comfortable there. Like sometimes I feel like a lot of people go into work thinking like, oh, I have this, and this, and like they have a frantic kind of schedule. But I know that like the second that I walk into the club, I will be comfortable. Like I don't worry about anything.
You're in star tender mode. You go
I
into,
like all of a sudden I shift from
yeah.
like real life to star tender mode, and like I just like thrive, honestly. Like I'm very comfortable with the people that I work with. I'm very happy with the people that I work with. I love doing what I do, so like I never get I don't know.
You answered it perfectly.
Great.
Thank you.
Great.
What about you?
I love it. I mean,
Is it the same thing? You like kind of shift?
yeah, like I definitely go from like my outside reality persona to like I'm still me, but just I don't bring my outside problems into work. And so it's a nice like escape, and I get to meet cool people, and I love working with all of you guys and
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
The type of people that we meet, I feel like we meet a lot of foreigners.
Yes.
And that is one thing that I heavily like about the club, is that like a lot of times the people that come in are from out of town, and we get to see like different perspectives of people from all around like the United States. And I really think that that's cool. Like if I didn't work there, I wouldn't meet people from here, and here, and here, and here.
Thank you, Cam. Thanks for your input on that one.
I like that. I like that part of it. Is that
Real quick, can you tell IG Live that if they want, they can ask questions? Oh, Rhea says, hello, beauties.
Hi,
Rhea.
Rhea.
Just tell them if they want, they can ask questions on IG. And
If you guys want, you guys can just type in questions with the like add a comment button thing, and we'll answer them.
Maybe.
Perfect. Okay. Is Rick D?
Rick D, that's my bitch.
Rick D said, hola chicos, greetings from Rick D.
Hola. Hi, Rick D.
All right. Camrynn, you've never worked at another club, right?
No.
First club you've ever worked at?
Yes.
Sage, what about you?
I have only worked here.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. I've been offered,
I didn't know that.
but
I thought maybe you worked at other clubs before.
I've had the offers.
You chose Cheetahs?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Exactly.
Well, I already was working here,
Because Cheetahs is
but
the
then
best.
like I
Cheetahs
got
is the shit, yeah.
other offers and shit, and I'm like, why would it like?
Why would
One-
you leave?
yeah.
All right.
Ooh. Woof.
So far past.
Ooh.
I am so far past.
Okay. So let's see what we got. What can a guy do, like a customer, for you to remember them?
Tip me fat,
Tip you fat. Okay.
or just be weird. Honestly,
Weird. But what about
Yeah.
like having like a deep, like intellectual
I like that.
conversation? Like
That
not like
is-
too deep, but they just ask you
Yeah.
questions where you're like, what
That
the
is-
fuck? Where'd that come from? Like, yes or no?
see, like I'm okay with it to an extent, but like I don't like a lot of the customers, at least, to know a lot about my real life.
Yeah.
So it's like, I personally don't really like it that much. Like, I'll do it and have this conversation. But I like, I guess, more when they're weird. And it's like, if they have a foot fetish or like an armpit fetish, then like, I'll remember that.
There was this customer that used to come in and I would serve him a cheeseburger and he would smell my armpit every time. And it got to a point where I would have Jay
Amazing.
deliver his cheeseburger because I was so weirded out.
Amazing.
Camrynn, say it into.
Anyways, I don't know if I really wanted that to be that hearable to everybody, but I would say that it's kind of the opposite for me versus for her, because all of my interactions are kind of very quick and very like, hi, how are you? Like, what can I get for you? Kind of situation. So for me to remember a customer, it's more based on like something that they say that's far out there, like a conversation that we have that I'm actually interested in, or like they somehow pique like my intellectual side where I'm like, oh, like, hold on, like you just said that, now I want to talk to you. So like, I guess maybe it's a little bit opposite for like bartender versus dancer, because they all know like who I am and what I do.
Well, I think all the dancers get deep intellectual conversation attempts like every night.
Yeah,
where it
I
just
think
gets
that
to be
they
such a burnout.
probably want
So
to
for
talk
you,
to
it's
you
more
about
just
that.
if somebody tips good, you're gonna remember them.
Yeah. And
Okay.
again, weird
Mm-hmm.
fetish.
Like weird fetishes, you remember, like foot guy and armpit guy.
Yeah, that's literally how I like save
and-
people in my phone.
You know, toe guy and
Yeah, like icebox guy who
Frog
likes to
guy.
suck toes.
yeah, frogman. Yes. Okay. Good to know. Let's see if anyone's asking a question. On that
Frogman
note,
gets Red Bulls on deck though.
hey,
Really?
Rhea
Yeah,
asked,
the yellow one.
"What's your weirdest customer experience?"
Oh God. Define weird.
I don't know, like somebody
I'd have
wanted to
to
deep throw your
think
foot,
about that.
or somebody wanted to lick your armpit, or somebody wanted to buy your panties from you, or somebody wanted to.
My first Cheetahs costume, I had so many offers to buy that first like uniform, but I don't think that that would be like my weirdest experience.
I bet Sage has some weird.
Oh, I have a
ones.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like my less weird, more camera appropriate. I don't know.
Doesn't
I
have to
had
be.
this one guy offer to give me a bunch of party favors in exchange for if in the icebox he could like jack himself off with Vaseline, not even lube, just Vaseline, while he watched me on the pole in the pole room. And I'm like, please, sir, no.
And party favors, as in like
Drugs.
interesting.
I know.
And you want to jerk off. Yeah, that's
But
weird.
he wanted specifically Vaseline.
Yes. Like he brought his own Vaseline.
Um,
He showed it
So
to
think
me.
that they walk in, like,
No, he
with
like
that
got
in
it
their
out of his
pocket,
gym
like, I'm
short
gonna get
pocket
some.
just
and
like
showed
yeah.
me his Vaseline. It's like the to-go mini one.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. That's
Yeah.
weird, but you know, to each their own. Whatever floats your boat, whatever
Oh my
chokes your
god,
chicken.
I actually kind of wanted that as a tattoo. I've been thinking about that.
Don't do that.
To each their own. What do you mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean? How
Nothing.
cute would that be? And like really like pretty like red cursive lettering, to each their own.
Yes, it'd be very cute.
Thank you.
Next
They're
question.
weirdly
Next
addicting.
question.
Those are delicious. Okay, so dancing and dealing with all the customers can be stressful.
Yes.
How do you handle it? Do you have like a self-care before work routine? Or do you meditate at work? Do you work on breathing exercises?
People actually do breathing exercises before work.
I don't know.
Amazing if they do.
That's why I'm asking. Like if a guy really Camrynn, go ahead.
This man over here.
Well, okay, one of the managers.
Jay. Jay is my self-care routine. Sometimes I can get pretty overwhelmed
Gotta get on
when I
that
have
level.
like
I
two.
just-
When I have, that's not true. That's not true. When I have too many customers, dancers, employees, everybody seems to always want something no matter what time, what day it is. It's like you can't get away from it when you're bartending. So
what's your way out?
sometimes when I get really overwhelmed, I'll Jay.
Okay, so you go to Jay.
I'll call Jay. I'll have him come to the bar and I'll say, Jay, I feel like I've been pulled 1,000 different ways since the minute I got here. Please, like, I need like 5 minutes. And I'll go into the back. I'll go
This is supposed to be 20 minutes, Camrynn.
What? No, now I'm ready to go. Let's fucking podcast.
Oh my God.
Like, I was, okay, if you want me to be real, I was a little too fucked up before we started. And I was like, look, like, we got to do this really fast. But now I'm ready to talk.
All right.
I had a snack. Yes. I feel way better.
We found the chips.
We got the chips. I have Cheetos, strawberries. No. No, I don't want
Some
any
meat?
protein. I'm okay. I definitely don't want meat.
In and around your mouth.
In, around, on,
Down.
inside, down. Nope, I'm fine. Thank
right.
you. Closed
Sage.
doors.
So, do you have any way of dealing with stressful customers, or do you just, like, what do you do? Because I know it can get, hectic.
Well, since I can't name drop customers, just in case, when certain customer comes in that's there all the goddamn time,
Ooh,
that's regular,
I'm excited.
and has a
I am
fun
very
little
aroused.
accent,
Okay.
I literally run away. Not run away, but like
I know who you're talking about.
right?
I know
I happily
exactly
go
who
and-
you're talking about.
I happily go and like walk around to like literally everyone and just
It's a boy.
and just talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And then I try and just get that as motivation to dance with anyone else so I don't need to have any form of interaction.
Okay.
And then, I mean, after work is my self-care mainly. So I'll do like a hot bath or hot shower,
shower.
skincare.
Got it. And that's after work normally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen to music, smoke a joint either in my car or like just in my room, and then go the fuck to sleep.
Nice. That sounds nice. Nice little wind down.
She's definitely a hot shower kind of gal.
I'd love a hot shower. My skin is red when I get out of the
So
shower.
hot.
Same.
Okay, is it ever, this is for Sage because Camrynn doesn't go on stage yet. By the way, is there, love that long, gorgeous pink hair, Cam, Rick D22 says.
Thank you, Rick D.
Ooh, baby.
You'd be a good cam girl.
A
Somebody,
cam girl?
Uh-huh.
I've thought about it. I have.
You say
but
usernames and everything perfectly, so.
I say, oh, Rick D. Mm-hmm. I could be a cam girl, but I'm really not into like explicitness on the internet.
I just saw her boobs for the first time the other day.
I
For
know,
the
I was
first
there.
time, I've worked with this boy over here for
This young man.
this
excuse
young
me,
man. This man. I've worked with Bryce.
Do I look
This full adult,
Full ass man.
full ass man
I'm
for
older than you.
quite some
We're
time.
not talking about you right now, Sage. This is my time.
This is Bryce's time. We want him to shine. The DJ.
I get
the DJ.
I get
Yes,
like 10 seconds of this
DJ.
podcast. Somebody asked, what's the youngest person you've ever gave a lap dance to? I'm guessing,
18.
18.
Unless they have a fake ID.
okay, cool. 18. Yeah, I just had to ask it. So Sage, is it ever nerve-wracking to go on stage, especially when there's a lot of people in the club?
No, I like it more when there's a lot of people.
Because it's more likely to make more money.
Well, that, and also, like, I grew up being, like, that weird, like, artsy theater drama kid.
Oh, okay.
So it's, like, and I also did, like, dance when I was a kid from, like, 6 to 14.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm really used to, and, like, I love public speaking and shit. So I'm really
Nice.
used to,
Really?
like,
Public
being in crowds and doing all of that. And so the more people that's there, the more I feel like I'm actually, like, doing my
So you're never
job.
nervous to go on stage?
No.
Okay. What's the worst thing?
You did theater. Hold on. Can we?
No, we'll go into that after. We'll go into that later, okay?
Now I want to talk.
That's a Camrynn. I know you do. I know you do. So we're going to just keep going, okay?
All right. That's fine.
What's the... No, I don't really like that question. What's the worst thing that's ever happened at the club or like to you while you were working? But like, I don't really...
In
I don't know. Like when I was writing it down, I thought it'd be a good question.
I guess
but
for me, it's like if I could answer it in like the way that it's worded, I guess like the recording on stage shit.
There's
oh,
been
okay,
quite a
yeah.
few
When guys are
people
trying to
that I've
just
had to
tell
stop
IG Live
recording.
to,
Just
no
subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's
yes.
better that way. It's up close and personal, 500 plus pictures and videos, and currently cheaper than the admission fee. but still come see me.
Sage, you weren't allowed to do your plug yet.
I didn't give a username.
That's very true. That's very true. You're on thin ice, though.
Very thin.
If I were to talk about my worst experience, I would have to sit and think about from the past few years. But recently, I did have my worst experience. One of them being, should I tell my story about the
No,
guy?
please, no.
Tell it. All right. So, if any of you do not know, I am the bartender, and some guy that I thought was a full gentleman, just dressed very nice,
Oh my God,
like
is it
had a great
the ponytail
vibe.
guy?
No, but I'd never seen him before, and a lot of the customers that come in are kind of like, I recognize the majority of them, but he ended up, I had some high expectations, which I would say is a fault of my own, but he seemed very cordial and very respectful, and he ended up going and getting a dance and coming back out of the dance and coming up to the bar and specifically placing in a very like odd motion $7 on the counter of the bar and looking at me and going, "So can I see them?" Talking about my boobs, and that was probably one of like the most forward, abrasive, and like disrespectful comments that had been said to me from somebody that I had never known or met before. But it was obviously, I said no and I snapped back at him. But I ended up walking out of the bar instantly, like, oh my God, like that was too much. Like I need to go on the lap, right?
So deep. What happened to the abbreviation?
So deep? Well, like it's a podcast.
What happened to the abbreviation? All right. Sorry.
So then I walk out and I end up like getting redemption from a customer I also had never met before, and he ended up tipping me like very, very heavy and making up for the fact. But I would say that was probably one of the most like abrasive, like bad experiences that I had with a customer that I have never met before.
Yeah.
If I wanted to talk about one
So that
with
was
a
like
customer.
one of the worst things. Like when that's one of the things that pops into your head of like
Yeah.
the worst thing that's happened.
Yes. Other than that, I would say the things that annoy me the most is like when a customer like breaks a glass and I have to like take like 5 minutes out of my time to like go and clean that shit up. But
5 minutes.
yeah, well, there's glass everywhere, and like especially when they break the glass on stage.
Yeah.
It's like, and there's like soda or whatever it is all in that inside of the tip realm. Like I have to clean it up before another dancer goes on stage, or else like it's just gonna be bad news, you know. So.
Okay, so Rick D asked, is anyone reading the questions we typed in? Because we posted on the story earlier.
Oh yeah, the question box thing.
Rick D's gonna have some good questions.
I hope so. I'm gonna read through them. So
Do we have a lot? Yeah.
we got a few, just a few. So what is your side hustle, if you have one?
Isn't this my...
I make clothes.
You make clothes and sell them.
I don't like to sell them.
Okay, so
but
it's
I
not
make
much
them.
of a side hustle.
No, I make them.
If you don't have one, it's fine. Somebody just asked, "What's your side hustle?"
Like,
I mean, as a dancer, you probably don't need a side hustle.
I mean, I guess OnlyFans for me.
Yeah.
so I guess I don't
fair.
have one because I don't ever want to sell my stuff.
Okay,
I want to keep it for myself.
that's chill. Is Cheetahs hiring or accepting new girls? Excuse me? Okay. So, you could go on the website and apply, and we'll reach out to you and just fucking Jay. I need you somewhere.
There's a tab on the website called
focus.
Join the Team. And if you go to the Join the Team tab, you will be able to fill out everything, and you post your picture, and you need a license and all of that jazz. But if you click the tab for Join the Team, it will give you directions on how to apply and how to get your license.
Perfect. Yeah, I think it has
US
the link
Treasury.
on there. Yeah. Okay, so somebody else, the same girl actually asked, I want to become an exotic dancer. How do I start? And that was actually one of the questions I had. So like if you had advice to give to somebody who wanted to become a dancer, I guess more for Sage, what would it be? Because you don't have a license, do you?
Me?
No, you
Mine
can't.
would be to be nice.
Oral exams are necessary. It's one of the steps to
As I
becoming.
both know.
Yeah. So what would you give it somebody like as advice if they were like, oh, I want to become a dancer? Like, obviously they need an adult entertainer's permit.
Yeah.
Oh, Camrynn, you look so excited. I can't wait to hear what you have to say.
After her, of course.
If they actually want to like make it, I guess it's like one, don't think it's just going to be like super easy money.
Okay.
Just because you need to have like a thick skin and like personality, because like if you can't take rejection or anything like that, like you're probably never going to come back.
Yeah.
Because everyone like has a type. Or if you get too nervous and you like never want to go on stage, or you don't want to talk to people and like customers and things like that, like you're not going to make money. And just like, so, okay, good personality, be able to take rejection, be confident, dress cute, realize that like a lot of the girls there too, like we're not really like coworkers. It's like you get there and like don't spend all your time in the back. Yeah. Like go talk to people and like find people and set goals and shit.
Set goals? For like what? Like set like a certain amount that you want to, like a certain amount of dances that you want to get or something?
Yeah, like set like a standard for yourself of like, I'm happy if I go home with so-and-so, or like I need to work on either like my positivity, I need to work on just how I approach people, and like, or if you do go on stage, like I need to work on like these things for floor work, these things for pole work, like whatever it is.
Yeah. Or work on like just having thicker skin, you know?
Yeah.
Because
that's like
a lot of people are going to say no until they take you back. Camrynn, you look like you want to say something so bad. Just say it, girl.
Pull your top down really fast.
Just say it. Camrynn, come on. Go ahead.
No, I think that what she is saying is very good advice for what the question was, and that a lot of what she said kind of covered what I was going to say. But I'm just thinking about this experience that I had on Tuesday where a girl had come into the club and she was like, oh, like, is your name Camrynn? And I was like, oh, yeah, like, actually it is. And she was like, oh, my God, like, how long have you worked here? And I was like, a couple years, or like almost a couple years. And she was like, oh wow, like actually I met you a few months ago and you gave me the inspiration to be a dancer. And I was like, really? Like, and I felt bad when she said that to me, because I actually didn't recognize the girl. So I was like, oh shit, like I must have had a talk with her and I really don't remember. But like now she's working at Goldfingers, and if you're watching this, like you hella need to move on to Cheetahs, because like Goldfingers ain't it. Like
level up.
Level up. Like I remember you now, and like your face was adorable. Like you were a cute girl. Like you should not be working at Goldfingers. Like, but I was like, damn, like I don't know how I gave her the inspiration to be a dancer, but there's been quite a few girls that come into the club, and when I end up waitressing to them, they ask, like, how do I get into this? And I would say that being on the opposite side of it, where you kind of watch everything go down, the most problems that the girls come to me, like, at the end of the night, or they'll be, like, crying over this or bawling over that, or they have, like, this customer that, and they're, like, having, like, panic attacks over this, and this. Like, I would say the main is a lot of them end up getting offended over like a situation that goes poorly, or somebody not liking them or not tipping. And like I would say from the people I know, the only like advice that I have is to have thick skin. Like basically what she said is
we should have had a really problematic person like just be the guest star also on here, just so they could be like, this is why I get so goddamn offended, but I still have my job.
Good one.
I could think of a few.
All right, take it easy. Easy.
Right. Easy.
Have you ever ran into somebody? Okay, before. Fuck it, I'll just ask it. I was going to say, like, where'd you guys go to high school? But it doesn't matter. Have you ever ran into people from high school at the club?
So many times.
Oh, interesting.
I've also ran into my ex-boyfriend's dad, who got a lap dance from me and tipped me
Savage.
a certain amount.
Round of applause.
Just to, like,
Jay, do the round
not
of applause.
bring it up to him.
You know what it is?
That's incredible.
That's
savage.
That's savage. That's sick.
Yeah.
So there you go, Trinidad.
I love that.
Also, Jay, Rick D said, I heard many girls saying that Jay's oral exams are awesome, with a winky face.
They're very small, but they're awesome.
They're very in depth.
Microscopic.
Okay. What's another one? Sage, how did you get so freaking beautiful? Matt asked.
Aww.
Thanks, Matt. I grew myself. I don't know.
You grew out of, did you ever go into an awkward phase?
I feel like I'm still in my awkward phase.
Well, you're doing pretty damn good for an awkward phase.
She's in her awkward phase.
Cameron?
Well, I used to
into
have an emo scene
Easy. He
phase.
wants me to be
I went
easy.
through like a Lana Del Rey, like flower crown phase, and now I'm in this phase, so I don't really know.
Yeah. I like it.
I'm still in my Lil Peep phase.
Lil Peep? Mm-hmm. I fuck
I
with
would say
that.
that's
Me
my
too.
awkward like phase is my Lil Peep phase.
I want to say,
I stay in my weird phase.
yeah. Mm-hmm. But your hair looks nice.
But my hair looks nice.
It does.
Why doesn't Camrynn dance? She'd make a ton of money.
That is true.
I don't dance because I don't want in any way this to come off too offensive to any dancers currently because I fully respect and appreciate their hustle. But personally, that is something that I never envisioned myself doing or was okay with myself doing. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm renting any sort of part of my body to somebody for a certain amount of time but like, let me say that I have fantasies about doing it because that stage, like going on stage, I'm like, fuck, like I really wish that
Dude,
I
I
could
thought
do
about
that.
bringing like 101s just to
But
throw it up. Look at
I
Sage's
would
face.
say
That's the... Sorry. I
Go get 120.
you just said
said 101.
That's 5 bills.
That's 5.
Still better than nothing.
but I would
That's 5.
I don't know. Like, I just don't feel like it's for me. And I kind of have this part of me that's like, I bartend and I really appreciate the job and the position that I have. And I absolutely love doing it. So it's like, why would I give up bartending when it's so me if I didn't necessarily need to? Like, I would say the only time that I would probably ever dance would be like if some shit really went down and I needed like 20K and like the matter of like, I don't know how many
Trinity.
days, you know, like it would be definitely a desperation thing.
Got it. All right.
But I
So,
truly just love it. I love my job.
no dancing out of Camrynn.
Yeah, I love what I do.
All right. Yeah.
Just here, just at home. I am an in-home dancer though.
I know. Once we get off of live, guys,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
she gets naked immediately.
And the
I
page starts up.
Yeah.
No, I still don't even have one of those.
All right. How do I date or marry a stripper?
Me or like a stripper?
Dancer.
I have
Well,
no
like-
fucking clue.
Well, because okay, there was another question that I wrote down if I could find it. That was
you understand that it's just their job.
That's a huge part of it.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I was thinking of when I read that because that was a question from earlier from the story. That it's like I don't know, it's still a girl
Yeah.
before it's a stripper, and like I feel like people
Okay.
forget about that until they probably get into
Yeah.
a relationship with one, where then the Sage. Go
This
ahead.
is gonna say. This is speaking for all clubs in the universe. If you get your nipples sucked on by a stranger, it doesn't mean anything. But if you get it done by your significant other, it means something. So you do have to realize it's just a job, but you might not like all of the aspects of it, whether it's like getting naked for other people on stage or like whatever. But if you can't do that, then you're most likely not going to have like a successful relationship because at least myself, I would obviously pick work over a relationship because they're not going to take care of all of my shit.
So would I.
Yeah, money over
I think that I did.
whatever.
Well, it just shows the insecurity. And it's just like,
I
no.
agree. All right. Ray asked, actually, hold on, one more before that. Trinidad asked, have any celebrities been to the club before? And I have a follow-up question to that. So, Camrynn, obviously,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay.
What celebrities have you guys seen in the club?
One time I was bartending and do you guys know the band Iration?
I was
Yeah.
there that day,
Oh
bitch.
my
I danced for the drummer.
Okay, yes. So they're a reggae band, and I absolutely love their music. And there was one guy, and I didn't recognize him right away, but he came up to the bar, and he had this, like, glow ring. Like, you know those rings that are, like, a big fat diamond, and they flash at you obnoxiously. Yes. Well, he had one of those and I was like, oh my God, like, I love your ring. Like, that's sick. Like, and I end up finding out like an hour later that it was the entire band of Iration, and I listened to them like on the regular every once in a while. So I was like, oh my God, no fucking way. He ends up coming back up to the bar, and I was like, I had no idea. Like, I didn't recognize you, and now I'm like fucking starstruck. And he ends up giving me his fucking ring, and it was the lead singer that was wearing it. It was like his bachelor birthday party. I don't remember which one it was, but like
Birthday.
So, yes, I have the ring that the lead singer of Iration was wearing. And yes, I
lit.
definitely still feel things about it.
So you guys have seen celebrities, and is that the same one for you, or have you seen another one?
Okay, so I danced with the drummer of Iration. Lil Boozy made it rain on me. And then
Lil Boozy, I forgot about
danced
him.
with...
Like a whole scene. He was like, everybody needs to know I'm here.
And then I got
Bad
an
vibes.
icebox and danced with the dude who's going to be on like Jackass 4, but he's an idiot.
Oh, I remember that, the Jackass guy, yeah. They were cool. Okay.